Today's topic is all about conviction. I have no idea how to transition to another point. I mean, how would I transition that? Today's topic is all about belief and conviction. How can you have complete belief in yourself, where you are so stubborn to believe anything else? I have no idea how, because I don't have blind belief, blind faith, or blind belief is faith. Have faith in only one thing, and that is God. And I know that, but I know that God has a He has a plan for me. I half believe in destiny, and I half believe in free will. I think those two act in contandem together, and that he ultimately has a plan for me, and that even though I have free will on where like which destiny I choose to go to, but ultimately he has a plan for me that I'm going to go down that route of of the plan. And, I want to talk about belief and conviction in yourself. So I was watching a video on, don't remember who, but he was talking to this another guy who was like a 40, 50 years old man, something like that. And he was saying how he started his entrepreneurial journey at 40 years old, and at 44 he sold $100 million company. And how he did it was that he had faith in himself, which is crazy to think about, but it makes sense though, because all the top 1% or the top entrepreneurs on like YouTube, on the internet and everything, like Grant Cardone, Alex Hormozy, Gary Vee, all these guys, they all say the similar things. There's nothing, maybe in their expertise they can say different things, but like ultimately they say the same things. It's all about your mindset. And so, which got me thinking, well, not got me thinking, but like what they say is that these podcasters and stuff, they say that mindset is everything. Tom Bilyeu is someone who I watch a lot. I watch him very often, and he said like it's your frame of reference. It's how you see the world. And so it's a crazy, because it like these people live in the future. They live like 10, 20 years in the future. They live in a completely different world compared to us normal people. They're different. Like they're the definition of different breed. And like Elon's like ex-wife said, like he lives in his own world. Ex-wife or wife, I don't know, but he said like she said that he lives in his own world. Everyone is part of his movie. Like everyone's a character in his movie, which is crazy to think about, how he's in his own separate world, and he's just doing whatever he wants. He doesn't really care, because he believes in this. He has faith in himself. And to think that every like every all these guys in the top 1%, they all have blind faith in themselves, and they're so confident in themselves. I shouldn't say they're confident. They just have blind faith, because even if they don't have confidence, they have the faith and the conviction in themselves to do what is like what they need to do. Excuse me. So it got me down this like, I guess you could say, this rabbit hole of down, not meditation, what's it called, of like the manifestation and law of assumption. I watched this guy named Quazi, one of the best like specialist YouTubers I've ever seen, man. Like his free videos are like they're like the pinnacle of free value. Besides Alex Hormozy, I would say he's another one of the pinnacle of he understands how to give free value. And so I got into a consulting call, and they said that it costs 6,000 to get in his course. And so I would love to get into that course, but I don't have the financial means for that right now. And the guy is so sick guy. He told me that he's willing to save me a spot as soon as I get the money. Just let him know, and then I transfer the money, and then I'm in the course in the community and everything. But he well, he goes through his own teachings, but he also references Neville Goddard, another cool ass guy. He has like speeches and stuff from the 40s and 50s, and he talks about the law of the law of assumption, and how to manifest your dream reality, like your dream into current reality. And so, and what they say is that, well, both of them, because they both say very, very similar things. They say that every morning after, like, I think they said 20 minutes after you wake up and 20 minutes before you wake up, you want to, like, I guess you could say meditate your, like, like, like your future reality, like, where, like, just like think about and experience that reality. Do not try to like control it. Try to be like, oh, I want that. I want that. All you just want to do is just to experience it. See how it feels like. See how it feels like the future version of yourself. Um, the future version of yourself, like acts and does throughout the day, or in that like movie scene or in that movie clip. And so when I was doing this, like the one night I did it, the dream felt so vivid, man. Like it felt like I was there. It was crazy. I had to wake up to extinct that I was like, what the hell just happened? And I just realized I'm like, oh shit, that was the dream. That was the dream reality for me. And I didn't like know what to think about. I was like, the only thing I know I wanted is a good body, like nice lean body, six pack, and money. And everything else just kind of pictured like clarity, right? Everything was just clear like from my room, everything, my apartment, everything was clear from what I. It was just clear in my head, like it's like I've been imagining this. My subconscious has been imagining this for like years now, and so it's just like me waking up next to my lady, nice skinny brown like a caramel brown lady, so sexy. Oh my god, man. Anyways, I just wake up, I grab my phone, I go to the bathroom, I do my daily business on the phone, and then I weigh myself and I see him like, damn, I'm 173. I'm lean as hell. I look at myself in the mirror, I'm just flexing and all that stuff. I'm looking hella good. I just smiling and all that shit. Fucking bad breath and everything. I was smiling like with my bad breath, flexing my abs and all that shit. I was just feeling so freaking good. It's like 6:30 in the morning, bro. I go drink a cup of water, go out for like a 3 mile run around like the street. So like the neighborhood I'm living is like, I would say 30 minutes from the city, so you have to drive there, but it's in those like those tall ass apartment complexes, right? Just I live like, I don't even know. I was like on like the 19th, 17th and 19th floor, something like that. I go on the first floor, go out the building. I just run straight for like a mile, go all the way down for like another mile, like half a mile, and then like come back another half mile, some shit like, I don't know. But I just checked on my Apple Watch. It was like 2.83 miles. Like I don't. This is so weird how I'm remembering some stupid shit like this. And then I go back in my apartment complex. I go take a shower. My girl's there making coffee. She asked me, "You want coffee?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't drink that shit. That shit bad for you. Gonna kill you." And she's like, "Ah, whatever." Like it's so weird how clear the even like the conversation was. It was so odd and so specific. And now I've been dreaming this for like the past couple of days, and like yesterday I relapsed, right? But then today, I didn't feel any motivation to do work, but all I wanted to do was just work. Like I downloaded Black Ops 3 to like right now to play. Like what is it, 8 p.m. I wanted to play for like half an hour, just just play it, set it, and forget it, right? I don't even want to play, man. I really didn't even want to play. I downloaded some extra custom zombies maps and everything, and I just didn't even want to play. I was looking through the maps. I'm like, this looks cool. Like, is this even worth it? I don't want to uninstall it because I might play in the future. I'm not sure, but like, as of right now, in this current moment, like, it doesn't seem fun to me. And it was my favorite. Like, I got I gave my PC back. I gave my PC to my cousin because I was too distracted on it, and I was for the past couple months, past 2 months, I was using my MacBook. Yeah, August, September, October, 3 months, right? I was using my MacBook to sort of to like get myself back on track, and I got my PC back, and I didn't even download Black Ops. I was like telling my brother like, oh, I want to play Black Ops 3. I just want to play Black Ops 3. I just want to play Black Ops 3. I got my PC back. It's been like about 2 weeks. I haven't even downloaded it yet. I just downloaded it today. I didn't even want to play it. It's so weird how, like, I guess this comes back to like the belief that the future me knows what he's doing, and that I'm like living in that future moment. So another thing is what they say is that the present is technically the past. The present is the past because it's like your past self. Like I don't remember the exact details, but like the present is the past, and the future is you want your future to be present because your present is the past. So I forgot the exact details, but like it's just something like that. Like how yeah, the present is blah 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 blah. Like so you want to live. I guess you could say how your future self lives, or like how I forgot how would you say it though. I don't remember exactly word for word what they mean, but it's stuck in my head, and it's in my head, and I practice it. Like I said, I downloaded a game, I didn't even play it. I didn't feel like playing it. It just felt like boring. It didn't even feel like fun. I was looking at him like, do I even want to play this? I'm like, no, I really don't want to play this. And it's just crazy to think that I have. I guess I'm sort of believe. I'm getting that belief in myself where I guess like this. He says there's three types of beliefs, right? There's one is just a thought. That's stage one of a belief. It's just a thought. It can either come and go. But then there's stage two, which is a belief where when you give that thought and some emotion behind it, it becomes a belief. Like for me, for example, like the 2 weeks ago, I was like looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, damn, I'm fucking fat. That's just a thought. And I gave some my emotion. Put some emotion, some energy behind it. And I was thinking, like, yeah, you are fat, bro. This is unacceptable. Shaming myself, getting angry. Put some deep dark energy behind it. And then it turned into. I'm glad that it didn't turn into a conviction because I knew that I know how to lose weight, but I was just frustrated that the scale was not going down. So it became like a negative feedback loop, but it didn't turn into a conviction. That's like the third tier of belief. It's like the hardest to get rid of too. It's like positive or negative. It's the complete hardest to get rid of, because that's faith at that point. When you have conviction, it's just faith, and it's hard to break someone's faith. I'm sure you could. I'm sure you know. So like when like you get to this feedback loop of like a belief reinforces the thought, and the thought reinforces the belief, just keep going in this circle, either positive or negative. It becomes a conviction at that point because there's so much emotion, so much energy behind these thoughts and these beliefs that it becomes a conviction. Like like I said, I'm so glad that the negative belief of me being fat did not turn to conviction, because I probably would have been so depressed if that happened. Because I have so many dreams thinking that if I ever got injured and I couldn't work out, like I don't give a freak about money and anything. If I could not work out, I would be suicidal, bro. Like I would not know what to do at that point. Like I love working out. I love listening to some hype ass music, some freaking rage beats like Playboy Cardi, Trippie Red, freaking like Uzi, like put some like blasting, not like metal. I think metal's too intense for me, but like put some blasting ass beats, put some rap lyrics, man. I go freaking crazy. Like, I am willing to push myself in the gym as long as I have music. I can't do it without music. Anyways, like, what this belief turns into a conviction after you put so much energy and like emotion, energy into it. So once it turns into a conviction, that's basically blind faith. It's just you have faith in yourself to do the task. Like, now I have faith in myself that I can lose weight because I've lost 6 pounds in the past 2 days, and I guess it came down for me letting go, because I ultimately was trying to control my weight. I was because that was like me, like looking back on the past, right? This is where I meant like the past. I mean, the present is the past, because like based on your past actions on the present, you try to control your present in order to change your future, but you're doing it based on the past actions. I wonder if that explanation makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but in order to have control in the future, you need to look in the future. You need to tap into the future and see like, oh yeah, I've already did that. I've already gotten that. So you let go of everything. You don't take control of it. You just let nature take its course. And this is where I mentioned before that everything happens for a reason, right? Like, I relapsed yesterday because it happened for a reason. I just let go. That's it. And then when that happened, the weight just came off. It's almost like a miracle how the weight just, like, 3 pounds in 2 days, 6 pounds in 2 days is freaking crazy. That only happened when I was fasting for like 2 or 3 days, and I was eating these two days, and I still lost 6 pounds, which is I know it's water weight. I'm not gonna lie to myself like, oh, I lost belly fat and stuff. Like, I lost maybe like half a pound of body fat, but I know it's mostly water weight. But it makes me feel good knowing that I lost 6 pounds, and I'm just letting it happen. Let nature take its course. So like, if you are ever stuck, you should try the manifestation law, law of assumption. Watch these two videos from Neville Goddard, or you can watch Quazi, 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 and then Neville Goddard, Goddard, Dard, or it's on the YouTube channel Neville Goddard. Two great YouTube channels on trying to fixing your mentality and everything. Meditation also helps. Journaling is pretty good too. It gives you extra clarity. It's crazy, man. Just, I recommend everyone watching those two people. Um, give them your time, give them your energy. Try to absorb as much information from them, and try to practice what they say to do. You let go of the past, you let go of the present, and then you have a belief, not a belief, you have clarity of in the future of of where you are and what you want, right? You have to have clarity. You need to have like a high, like I said, not a frame of reference, but like Quasi mentioned it as like like a movie scene, a movie clip or some shit, right? Where you have a movie clip above the future, like far future, not like next year. I'm talking about like 5, 10 years. Me, I had that dream in 5 years. That's what my life was gonna look like when I turned 25, 26, around 2025, 2026. So I had that dream. It was very clear. It was very vivid. I'm about to go to sleep, sleeping next to my hot ass wife. Get some bread for the day, and you need to have a very clear image of what your life is going to look like in the next like 5, 10, 20 years, right? And then you need to constantly make it clear and clear. Like, for me, that I know on my like, I know like how my room is set up. Even right now, I could tell you exactly, like, draw you how my room is set up. It's hard to explain it, but like, cause it's I'm gonna look stupid if I and the video is gonna be too long. Anyways, you need to be very clear on this like movie scene and this scene of what your future is going to look like. And it has to be very, very clear. That's the most important thing, is how clear the image is, how clear the scene is of what you're doing throughout the day. Like, even it could be like a 30-second scene of like you waking up out of bed, for example, right? Like for me, it was me waking up out of bed and going to the bathroom. It was like a minute long, 1-2 minutes. I'm assuming, if I had to guess, of how long it took, and I'm just very clear, like how I walk to the bathroom, when how to get out of bed, the first thing I do when I get out of bed. I touch I touch my stomach, I itch my stomach, I grab my phone, I look at the time, it's 6:32. I go walk like slumply towards the bathroom. I close the door, turn on the lights. I I sit on the toilet. I take a piss. Right, play with my wiener a little bit because I'm bored. Like I'm very clear on exactly what I'm doing in that morning, and you just gotta keep replaying it back every single, like, 20 minutes after you wake up, at 20 minutes before you go to bed. Just keep replaying that same thought in your head over and over and over and over and over until you're sick of it. Till you can, like me, you could just tell it to other people how specific and how clear everything is, to the point. And then once you get to that point, Quasi mentions that that's like step 5, right? Or say today is A, and then that scene is D. In between, there's B and C, but we don't know what happens in B and C. I don't know what happens in B and C, but the more you envision D, B and C starts to become more clear. And so when B and C clears, it becomes clear. You understand how to get to D. Pause. You get so the more clear you are on the D, pause, it makes it easier to get clear on B and C. And so once you get clear on B and C, you understand how to get to the D, pause. So this was supposed to be a video on belief and conviction that was only supposed to take like 10 minutes, 12 minutes max. And now this is over 20-minute video of me just talking about myself, for myself, because there's no one who's gonna ever be watching this. Let's be honest. Just me talking to myself, having a self journal. I could just keep on going. I could just keep on rambling, because that's what I'm good at. Is just good at rambling, because I have no friends to talk to. I have nobody to talk to. So this is how it is. And if anyone else watches this and saw this, I love you and have a good night.